Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, and the IYT. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right-hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out CobraTrading.com/promo/StockBookie. It's all on the screen, guys. That will lead you to their page where you get a discount until the end of the year. But check them out. If you're an active trader, you will not be disappointed. Great guys, great service. Been with these brokers for over 8 years. Check them out, CobraTrading.com. All right, daily chart. 48 million on the day, 67 cents down, or 0.27% red on the day. Again, guys, we moved up, chopping around, going into the Fed minutes yesterday. I guess they're going to unwind the balance sheet starting October. I think that's a little bit negative for the markets. The free money policy is starting to go away, and you can see that it's clearly just floating and floating and floating and floating. And it looks like it's getting a little bit tighter, the pattern up in here, but we have a nice bullish pattern here looking to pop over the 250 area. So let's see what Friday's close brings us. If it closes above the 250, I want to see a little bit more volume than the 48 million. If we do start to slip, we might end up down by the 20 MA and the 50 MA. We still have a gap fill, gap window right here. So let's watch what this pattern brings in the next day and going in the next week. Friday's close will be important, like as always is, but we'll keep an eye on this one. Had a nice little pullback today, but nice intraday action though, guys. You have to say. I mean, we gap down a little bit, starts to sell. Looks like it's going to fall apart. Catches these lows again, 249. I thought for sure we'd go down to 249. Pops it back up, chops it around, kills the puts. At the end of the day, they seem to sell, take a little bit of profits out of here. Maybe a little bit of distribution going on here with these sell-off days. Nice little gap down, little distribution, then the volume disappears, as you can see, and we just tend to flow sideways, so keep an eye on that. But the daily chart, again, bullish pattern, above the MAs, nothing wrong, and let's see if this thing can keep grinding. 250 is the first number. If we get past that, then you're looking at 255, and then the 260 area up here. If this bullish pattern plays out. It is bullish. Sometimes at all-time highs, guys, these things will fail, and if it fails, it could fail miserably, and we can end up right back here at 237. A couple gaps down here. I still think we're going to end up down into the 232 range, and then eventually back to the November's lows down in here. But that's we'll get to that point if the markets start pulling back. It's looking a little bit tired, guys, so stay vigilant in these markets. Stay awake. Anytime this thing can pull back and give us a little bit of pain. So, but again, buy the dip mentality is still out. If we do end up here, down by this little pivot gap fill, I will definitely be a buyer and start going long in these markets. So we'll have to see how it comes in. So take your time. If you're long, just tighten the stops and be awake. Let's look into the IWM. IWM, same thing. Got to the double top here. Did we make a new all-time? Wow, 1 penny on the all-time high, and it pulls back. And check this out. So let's go to the 10-minute. So we open up kind of flat, bounces up, comes in, and today it kind of makes a rally, makes a new all-time high. Remember, CNBC, oh, Russell hit a new all-time high today. Here we go again. Pulls back, people starting to take profits. You probably had some stops triggered up in here just to say, hey, you know what, hit all-time high. I'm just getting out of it. Thank you very much. That is on someone who's been long. I mean, it would have been a great trade if you would have took this thing long down in here after this pivot. I mean, look at this. You had this pivot. I thought for sure we'd come down a little bit lower, you know, maybe even to this one here around the 132 area. Never did, and boom, right back up. So nice little V pattern. Nice move, guys. 134 to 143. 10-point move on the Russell, and back here and not lagging anymore, making new intraday highs. Wow, hats off to these guys. Right back up. Volume wasn't terrible. Today it was a little bit lighter. So let's keep an eye on this one. Let's keep an eye on pattern now. Does it go sideways like the SPY, setting up in a bullish manner to pop up? Does a 20 MA curl in the price, or is this thing just kind of chop around up here, maybe possibly fade back into the MAs for the next bounce? But we'll keep an eye on that as well. But this was a little bit weak. I mean, we tested this low here, which we made a new, it's a lower high, because we were starting to make a low, then a higher low, then it started coming in. This one wasn't bad, and this one kind of broke the pattern. As soon as we broke that pattern, came into this pivot, they took it right up, guys. It's like, holy cow, we got to take this thing up. So here we are again after about a month and a half, a month and a couple days or so, right back to the all-time high. So if you are in the IWM and you're long, just tighten those stops, Keep it going. Let's see what kind of pattern this develops. If it just starts to slide and starts to come in, then you're looking at down in here for the first area of support, as well as gap fill here and, you know, the pivot high. But I would be looking wherever this 20 MA is. You're probably looking at about 140 or so even number. So let's see what happens. But again, we're going to wait until Friday's close, see what happens, look at the weekly charts, and then go from there. The IWM, nothing wrong. Above the MAs, strong stance, ripping higher. A little bit too fast for me, kind of like this one, you know, sold off a little bit too fast. The next thing you know, it goes right back up. 100% retrace, guys, in less than about a month or so. A month and a couple, maybe a week or so. So watch for that. If you're long, just hold tight, tighten the stops. Don't want to wake up to a disaster. Now the Qs, on the other hand, a little bit weak. You know, you had the Google. Google was up. It ended up flat on the day. You had the Amazon down, though. You had the Nvidia down, the Tesla down. What else was down? The AMD ended up pulling back. Cena was down. Baidu was a little bit strong. Netflix had a strong up day. And a couple other stocks here and there. The bios were down a little bit. So the Qs just couldn't get anything going today, guys. But you're still above the 50, still above the 200, still in this channel, so nothing wrong. I want to see this one here. Yeah, so you got a trend line down here too. So we're going to keep an eye on this one. Okay. And I just want to see more short term what this one looks like from a fib base, taking this pivot to this pivot. I just want to see if we're coming down. Okay. So I'm going to put this in here as well. So you have the 618 at this area of support. You have the 750 a little bit under. So this will be a big area, guys. This is a trend line that seems to be holding up this the Qs right now. And did we make a new high? Yeah, we did make a new high. So we're going to keep an eye on this up move. This, if we come back down and go back up for a head and shoulder, this isn't a head and shoulder here. We breached the top of the head. So that would have been nice. So boom, ahead. And then the shoulder. I mean, you can make a case, but we did go get over this high, so that rules out the head and shoulder for me. But we are at highs. We are due for a pullback. We're going into October, guys. It's the 10-year anniversary from the 2007 highs. That is a big cycle for the markets, and see if we can handle it. And these markets just been grinding and grinding. Nice uptrend, guys. It's not stopping, but the trend is your friend until the end. Just keep an eye on that. But Qs looked a little bit weak. Let's see if we hold until tomorrow. Let's see what the weekly close brings on these charts, and then we'll take it from there. But right now, as always, guys, Qs are fine. Light volume, keeps floating. Everything looks great. And every day they're making new all-time highs, so it could be on CNBC. Markets at new all-time highs. Market at all-time highs. After you see that over and over and over, guys, the small retail trader, oh my gosh, I'm just going in. I'm done. It's hitting all-time highs, and it's every day. I can't take it anymore. I've been sitting on the sidelines. Just wait for a pullback to get in these markets. And will they go up again? I don't know. But yesterday, they're unwinding the balance sheet. That can make it for an interesting next couple of months. So the DIA, though, no problem. A little bit stretched on the daily here from the 20 MA. Did pull back a little tiny bit today. Again, like the SPY, like the IWM. Let's see if it goes sideways. Attacks the 225 area. Then you're looking at 230. Then the 235 on the DIA, that is. So you're looking at, on the Dow itself, 2300, 2350, stuff like that. So right now, nothing wrong. Volume a little bit light, grinding higher like normal. That's all these markets do, guys. Go sideways, grinds. Go sideways, grinds. Go sideways, grinds. So, and then the light volume continues. This is what's going to happen. This is the markets you're going to get. We'll get some volatility here and there. I don't know. You'll have to look at some political stuff or what Trump's saying. Maybe North Korea, so watch out for that. That can affect the markets to the downside. But at this point, guys, we're getting really, really long in the tooth. That's all I can say. So, and then the IYT, which is the transports. Again, this one was lagging. They must have been watching my videos because out of the blue for the last month or so, straight up, guys. You had some nice bullish consolidation here, and then the pop. We did fill the gap yesterday, and we did get some nice follow through, but the volume's just terrible. I want to see more volume than 120,000 on this one, and this one keeps moving up. Of course it's going to. There's no participation in here. And if the markets stay quiet and kind of buoyant, I mean, we're down a little bit in the SPY. As long as we stay complacent, they can move this one up, move it down. So apparently, maybe 175 is the number for the max pain tomorrow. Get it there. Options expire. I don't even know if they have options on the weekly options on this one, but what can I say? Hats off. I mean, nice rally off the lows, and when this one's lagging, that's a little bit of a bad, sign for the markets. And next thing you know, it's almost leading again. So keep an eye on that. We did fill the gap. We did stay above it. So let's see if we can attack the double top or fill the gap at 175.43, and then double top is 175.75. So if we get there, if you're long and you've been long since even the 162 area, just tighten the stops. Get ready to take a little bit of profits. For me as a swing trader, that would be nice. I'd be out and done. So watch for that. Again, lagging a little bit, so not making all-time highs, but it looks like it's going to start testing that possibly tomorrow, going into next week. So watch for that, and then we'll see what these markets can give us. We need to see more volume. That could possibly lead us to more selling pressure. But as long as we're staying under 50 million, around 50 million, markets are complacent. All these indexes can float. And then, of course, they're going to make stocks go up and down depending on where someone needs them to be. So watch out for that, guys. It really does happen. The light volume's even easier to make a stock go up and down. So just remember that as you're going into a position, especially in a light volume name. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Just want to just say thank you and appreciate you guys stopping by, watching my videos. And hopefully I'm teaching somebody out there or helping them in a trade. And let's see what happens in these markets tomorrow with the weekly close. Then we'll go into next week and see what that gives us. All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.